one big enough to give him actual screen credit. That comes up in a couple of hours. First, though, we have Clint during the height of his career in one of his most exciting and suspenseful movies. It's Escape from Alcatraz, released by Paramount in 1979 and based on the true story of the most famous escape that's yet been made from the prison in San Francisco Bay known as the Rock, or at least it may have been successful. No one knows for sure. On the evening of June 11, 1962, three Alcatraz inmates, Frank Morris and the brothers Clarence and John Anglem, managed to get onto the roof of the prison and after that disappeared, never to be seen again. And this film details how they at least accomplished getting onto the roof. Now, unlike many a Hollywood film which is based on a true story, this one does stick very closely to the actual facts. It also proved to be a nightmare to shoot because it was filmed at Alcatraz on location there at a time when Alcatraz was no longer a prison but a national park. It also was such a tourist attraction, it took forever for those involved in making this movie to get their work done. While they were shooting, the park remained open, with tourists arriving by the boatload every half hour, many of them more eager to see Clint Eastwood than Alcatraz itself. Well, it became a major problem just to get people to be quiet enough to ever film a scene. Meanwhile, entire cell blocks at Alcatraz had to be restored and in some areas de-glamorized to make the new Alcatraz look like its authentic old self. All in a day's work, though, for those unheralded miracles of filmmaking, the cruise. Here from 1979, terrific movie, Escape from Alcatraz. Despite the implication this film makes that Frank Morris and the Anglem brothers were successful in crossing the bay, it's widely believed, though, that the men actually drowned during their escaped attempt, with their bodies washed out to sea. Some of their personal effects were found later floating in San Francisco Bay, and with the water temperature hovering around 50 degrees, it's estimated their bodies would have shut down before they'd been able to swim to shore. It's always been common for bodies in the bay to never be recovered, you know, and as fate would have it, on the very night these three men did attempt their escape from Alcatraz, another man made a suicide jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, and his body was never found either. Up next, we go way, way back in Clint's career to the first movie he made in which he ever received billing. It's Clint at age 25, very green, above and beyond the film being in Technicolor.